So here we are into the brand new Audi RS6. We're gonna now have a drive. The growl of the V8 twin turbo, 600 horsepower, 800 Newton meters of torque. So let's start now in comfort. We are in town. We want to be quiet for now. As you would expect in comfort mode, it is absolutely comfortable, very quiet, very soft. What I really love about the RS6 and all RS models in general is that if you put them on comfort, you get an A6. And it's the same with my RS5 Sportback. Whenever I drive it in comfort, I'm driving an A5. Because you don't want to always be driving in dynamic mode, very stiff suspensions. Sometimes you just need to commute and you just want to drive a normal car. And the benefit of the Audi Drive Select is that whenever you just want to drive your car, you go on comfort mode and you get a very comfortable ride. And then whenever you want to race drive your car, then you go on dynamic and you get a totally different car. Very silent into the cabin, very comfortable. Still you can hear the V8 engine even in comfort mode. We're gonna drive on a little freeway portion, and then we're gonna do my preferred little curvy road that I'm using on almost all of my recent videos. But I like it because it's very representative about Swiss roads, very twisty, very uphill, downhill. But as I hope you can feel it through the video, through the GoPros, the ride in comfort mode, if you forget you are driving an RS model, is very, very good, very comfortable. Despite the 22 inches wheels, I never had any issue with bigger wheels. I don't understand people that says I don't take big wheels because I will lose comfort. I find all my cars that had 20-inch wheels, even this one with 22, very comfortable. Start stop engine in comfort mode. You can deactivate it if you don't like it, if you don't want it. We have the winter tires on the RS6, so don't expect me to do anything crazy with the car. Also because Amag Crissier here in Lausanne have been very kind to let me drive the RS6 for the whole day. I pick it up this morning at around 10 o'clock and I will give it back at 5 or 6 o'clock today. So thank you very much to them. If you are in Switzerland, specifically in the French-speaking part of Switzerland, and you are interested on a new or used Audi for that matter, you can contact my good friend Sanchar Muradov, who's been really awesome with me with the purchasing of my RS5 Sportback. He's a real passionate. I hate sales guy that just want to sell the car and they don't care after all. I'm still having a very good contact with this guy, and I truly recommend him if you are here in this zone and if you are looking for an Audi. Something's new on this RS6 is this RS mode button. Basically you got RS1 and RS2 and you can fully customize the settings. Let's say that you want to have, like in this case, RS1 being a little bit softer but having the sound, the RS sound, but the softer suspensions. You can do that, and then you can say that the RS2 mode would be the fully dynamic mode. Let's go on RS2. You can see that the virtual cockpit layout changed. The sound now is more present and everything got stiffer. And I don't know if you can see the head-up display layout has changed as well, and it replicates what I see in front of me on the virtual cockpit. Obviously the V8 sound is just awesome. Awesome. Very good, very, very good. I love this car. I want this car. I'd like this car. I wish I could be on a German unrestricted Autobahn. This car has multiple faces. It can be so soft, so gentle, and then by a switch of a button it becomes very brutal. Wow. The 600 horsepower and 800 Newton meters of torque are all here. This is the perfect car for road trips. Everything is so very well balanced, very well tuned. And you get the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I still have the wired one on my RS6, as it is the pre-facelift one. So you still need a cable to connect your smartphone. I don't hear that much pops and bangs. Let's not forget this car has the OPF, new European regulations, so it is sadly a little bit toned down when we talk about the exhaust noise. You can hear some subtle little pops and bangs. I like very much the new dynamic layout on the virtual cockpit. It's very cool. When you're in dynamic mode, you almost forget you have a 2.2 tons very big estate car, station wagon. It really feels like you are driving a sports car. The sensation is amazing. Wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. This car is a beast. He's a beast on wheels. He's a quattro beast. Wow, 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 wow. Forget the Tesla. This is the car. Forget Tesla. Rubbish. I'm sorry, Tesla fans. How could I? I need to calm down. It is so rewarding to drive this car. You get every car into one car. You wanna go with your family to have a road trip? RS6. You need to go to IKEA to buy stuff, furniture? RS6. You wanna drive like there's no tomorrow? RS6. You wanna go to the Nürburgring and have some fun? RS6. You want the latest technology and all the fancy gadgets, RS6. And then you got a stupid Prius driver in front of you. There's nothing you can do even if you drive an RS6. I'm in love with this car, I don't want to give it back. They can keep my RS5, cause I'm happy with this one. Oops. When I think that I've watched some YouTuber saying that this car is not good, it doesn't hold very well, I just don't get it. Either you want views, you want to be a little bit provocative just to get views and to get comments, or you know shit about cars. This car is perfection. The only negative point, I would say, which you would expect that anyway on this kind of car, is the fuel consumption. So let's have a look at the fuel consumption. Which is not bad. I'm actually at 16.1 liter per 100 kilometers. As a comparison, on my RS5 I have an average of 11 liters per 100 kilometers. Okay, I didn't really drive this car in a dynamic way, always pushing, so I did a little bit of freeway, a little bit of town, so a very balanced drive, but still the consumption is, yes, it is a bit high, but it is not that high. I guess if you would drive this car always on dynamic, it would probably raise by a big margin, but driving like this in normal road conditions, it is by far not that bad. Let's go back to the only mode I would drive this car, which is dynamic, unless I go on a road trip and I want to be a little bit more relaxed. You had a bad day at work? If you have an RS6, you just don't care. Your wife is screaming at you? You just don't care, you got an RS6. Your dog doesn't like you anymore? You don't care, you put it on the trunk of your RS6. What can I say in conclusion? For me personally, this is a perfect car. This is the car that ticks every possible boxes. It is beautiful, it is aggressive, it has plenty of space, it has multiple faces, personalities. So I got nothing wrong to say about the RS6. This is a car I would definitely buy if I could. And I guess it would be the perfect car. How can you complain after buying this car? How can you be wanting something else? Okay, if you know me, you know that I'm never satisfied with what I have, but how couldn't you be satisfied with this car? I just don't know. At the moment, I don't get it. Because I don't want to give this car back to the dealership. I love it. I love it. I would drive all day long. So we're approaching now my favorite portion. Unfortunately, there is quite a lot of traffic right now. I got someone behind me, so I cannot really do a stop-start. Still, it's good enough. It's good enough. This car is very fun to drive. It's very rewarding. But I realized some things. I have the feeling that the exhaust noise is not as loud as my RS5. I also shoot a portion where I put the GoPro on the exhaust pipes. This is going to be on the next video, the one after this one. When I will be uploading that video, just compare it with the video I uploaded right before this one, where I put a GoPro on my exhaust on the RS5, and tell me, I'll be interested to know, because I have the feeling by driving this car after driving the RS5 for 1 month now, that the exhaust on the RS5 is slightly louder. But it is quick. It is really quick. Wow, it is way quicker than my car, that's for sure. Despite the weight, you can really feel the 600 horsepower and the 800 Newton meter of torque. There is a little lag when you accelerate from standstill on first gear. There is a slight lag. Not as big as the TDI, infamous TDI engines, but still there is a little lag. Of course, the handling is phenomenal, nothing to say. The Quattro system works very well, and all the other driving aids and the sport differential and all that stuff works really well, and nothing to say about the handling. Maybe steering wheel could transfer a little bit more emotions. It is a little bit too clinical, as usual with Audi. You don't really feel anything particular. It does its job, don't get me wrong. It works very well, but I would have liked to feel more the road. So I'm afraid it is time now to give the car back to the dealership. So far I've loved this car so much. I think you could tell by watching the video. I think this RS6 ticks all the boxes. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I could convey the emotions I felt driving this car. Please subscribe and activate the notification bell. Oh, wait a moment. Wait, let's not finish this video right now. There is still a little portion of interesting road ahead. Let's enjoy these last bits of curvy roads and then we call it a day. There you have it. I think I'm done now. So again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and please follow me on my Instagram with 1972 if you want to know what's happening about my RS5 and my social life in general. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.